Welcome back, everyone, to 3rd Street Reactions. That's Shane.
That's me. And that's Zach.
We're back with Gravity Falls. Now, to be clear, I have seen this shit.
Yes.
And it ain't shit. It's just how I talk.
Yes.
But he ain't seen it.
I'm going through it the first time. He's taking me through it, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Virgin experience.
It is. So, most of those things have been spoiled already for me. But so, I love the last episode. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys go back and check our other reactions.
The Time Traveler's Pig was the last one.
Yes.
So, what happened? We just fucking watched it.
Dipper and Mabel, they uncover a time-traveling device from... Flim Flam? What the fuck's his name?
Blandon.
I almost said Flim Flam.
Justin Roiland.
Okay. So they uncovered a time-traveling device. It was a tape measure. And they play with time. They go back and try to undo their mistakes. Mostly that's Dipper trying to go back and undo his mistake with Wendy. She keeps getting hit in the eye with the baseball.
Yeah.
And every time that happened, she got with the tight jean dude. Robbie. Yeah. In the one timeline that everything worked out for him, Mabel wasn't able to get her piggy. Her baby pig, whatever the pig's name was.
Well, 15-poundy.
Yep.
Waddles.
Instead, Pacifica got him.
Yep.
Which, one thing we didn't really talk about is, do you think Dipper did the right thing?
Do I think Dipper did the right thing? Yeah, I did.
I do too. Because you know what? A, there's other fish in the sea, and B, they ain't gonna last forever.
Well, A, Wendy is 15 and he's 12.
Yeah.
And even though that may not be a significant age gap at our age,
12,
3 years.
12 and 15 is huge.
12 and 15 is huge for that age.
Yeah.
So...
Although my cousin, he lost his virginity when he was 12 to a 15-year-old girl. Yeah.
Well, I ain't going to comment.
So, okay, but no, I think you did the right thing because that's his sister, first and foremost.
Yeah.
And that's, you can't really replace a love someone has for one of their pets. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's some kind of unwritten rule that in this type of...
You put your own dog down when it's lame?
Do I?
I thought that was the unwritten rule.
No, and you didn't do that.
It's like a passage of manhood. No, instead I didn't have it in me to do it, or at least I thought about doing it, talked about doing it, was talked out of doing it, and the dog limped on for years in pain and agony, and eventually disappeared in the woods and died.
I mean, that's a sad version of that. That is what happened, but as far as I know. But it doesn't always go down that way. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how it went down for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you see, I can't remember what it's called, when there's people who are suffering. Like, and the idea of the doctor putting them out of their misery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dr. Kevorkian.
I'm not sure.
Wasn't that his name?
I don't know. I mean,
he was the guy that was in the news a while back for assisted suicides.
Okay, assisted suicides.
Yeah. So,
I guess I got really mixed feelings then. I feel like if someone wants to be released from their fucking agony, then maybe...
Well, if they're going to turn into a vampire, then...
Well, if they're definitely going to be turned into a vampire, then definitely. I want Abraham's to track in and cut my head off.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely do.
Mid-sentence.
Yes. But, so, going with that rule, going backwards again, I think he did the right thing. I think there's an unwritten rule that, you're there for your kin, you're there for your friend, if they have a fucking pet. I think it's just such an extreme example. I think she could never get that pet back, and he could possibly have a chance as Wendy later on.
Yeah.
And Robbie would fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And he'd probably break her down.
Okay, let's just go.
Okay. Let's go.
Been chicken for 7 days straight!
Seuss?
Let him have this.
Let him have this.
Congratulations! You win! Watch out! Whoa!
Yeah! Cool looking game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the movements they look real.
Putting up some flyers for my band. I'm lead guitar.
Are you wearing mascara?
It's eye paint for men. How's about you sit this one out?
But we just started this round.
Whoa, hey! Relax, man. I'm just trying to spend a little time with my girlfriend, alright?
Play cool, man. Cocksucker.
Sounds like Robbie.
Robbie?
He called me big dude once. I mean, I know I'm a big dude, but it kind of hurt.
I'll handle it.
Whoa! Hey! Wendy! Come on out, girl. Come on down.
You realize she's not here, right? She's out camping with her family today. Maybe if you listened to her for once, you'd know that.
What was that?
I just said she's not here.
I'm sure she's just dying to ask out a 12-year-old kid who wears the exact same shorts every day. Let's see if she wants to go out on a date with you.
Hey, look!
Don't, please, man. What are you gonna do? Huh? What?
Hello?
What?
It's a cheap ass phone.
Stay right there!
Circle Park, 3 o'clock.
Oh, he's gone. I was just gonna call the boys over to place a few bets.
The smart money's on skinny jeans.
What was it?
Why can't you learn to hate each other in secret? Like girls do.
Sure, listen to your sister.
Maybe you can share dresses too.
My cousin Reggie got in a fight with a teen once. The guy broke like all his arms, all his legs, and I think killed him or something. I don't know. Me and Reggie were just talking about it.
I can't stay here. Come on, Seuss. Robbie's like twice my size. I mean, what would getting myself killed accomplish?
Why you acting so cray-cray?
Why you?
Acting so cray-cray. We'll be back in a moment.
Dipper.
Watch TV
Hiding
upside down.
Robbie.
That's how she solved the irrational treasure mystery.
You want me to go get a ladder?
Studies show that keeping a ladder inside the house is more dangerous than a loaded gun. That's why I own 10 guns, in case some maniac tries to sneak in a ladder.
Uncle Stan. Why are you acting so cray-cray?
You're the one who's acting cray-cray.
My daughters and I say that to each other all the time.
Cray cray.
Why are you acting so cray-cray?
I think he has a secret fear of heights.
Stupid Robbie. Such a jerk.
A winner never runs away from a fight.
It's easy for you to say. Huh? Punch!
Select your character.
Rumble McSkirmish?
Oh, whoa.
Greetings, child boy. I am Rebel McSkirmish from the USA. Kick!
Ow!
Help! I'm trapped in the game. It was cool in theory, but in practice it was really boring. It's not just a game anymore.
Time to begin. Happy Great Uncle's Day! Of course it's not a day I made up.
High heels. You shouldn't have. Seriously. What? What is this?
Are you saying these heels are too high? That you have a fear of heights.
What? That's why you bought me these?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
And on Great Uncle's Day, no less. I don't have a fear of height.
We now return to world's most terrifying skydiving.
Turn it off! Is that really so cray-cray?
Take me to the Soviet Union.
That's gonna be tough. For a number of... It's kind of like my arch enemy.
Did he kill your father?
Well, he's dating the girl I like. And he posts a really annoying amount of status updates.
And then he killed your father.
Sure. Anyway, I was hoping you could, scare him off for me.
Fireball! Uppercut! Downercut! Bull of punch!
Protect me from Robbie. Stay still.
This is as still as I can stay.
How am I...
Poop! Poop and butts!
What do you say?
Poop and butts.
With this!
This street has really dangerous litter.
Right?
You're not planning on taking me somewhere super high up, are you?
Never. Scout's honor.
I thought you'd chicken out.
Look, dude, I don't think you want to fight me.
Scared, huh? Is that it? What did the kid promise you? More tape for your forearms?
How can you laugh when you killed this boy's father?
Wait, what?
He's so much bigger than I'd just be afraid immediately.
What is happening?
Now you won't mess with me.
Ha!
Whoa, Rumble, you can stop. I think Robbie's had enough.
What the? That guy's crazy! Fireball!
What the heck was that?
Will not rest until the man who dishonored you is destroyed!
Punch.
Chill out, man. Please, Rumble, you gotta stop.
Hey! That's cool. It's funny because it's like a video game. You destroy those things. Yeah.
I love you, Dad.
Oh man.
My car.
We'll just buy another one.
In his streets of rage.
Being rich.
Take off your blindfold now!
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting.
Keep it down!
Oh,
He'll
no.
find us! Challenge decided!
What was that?
Oh boy!
We're safe, right?
No, don't finish me!
I lied to you.
Then you're actually a bad guy!
I guess I kinda am.
No.
You sure you wouldn't rather hide like a wimp? Fight like a man it is.
Oh no.
That was worth a shot.
Super power ninja turbo deal ultra hyper mega multi alpha beta extra uber prefix. That guy almost broke my neck. You know how mad I am right now?
So I guess you and I have to fight now, huh?
Aren't you gonna run?
Nope.
And why are your faces all jacked up? You guys weren't fighting each other, were you? I hate it when guys fight.
No, fighting?
No. Why would we?
Never. If we stay at each other's throats, we'll both lose one day. We need to learn to just hate each other in silence.
You mean like what girls do?
Yeah, exactly.
What girls do?
We don't do it in silence.
Then I told Thompson. So as I was saying,
Oh, yeah, no, you're the best. Yeah. I'm Dipper.
Oh, cool.
Shorts and determination.
I think this would be a very good 16-bit era video game.
slower.
Oh. Okay, that was my reaction to this episode of Gravity Falls. Zach is taking me through it. Pretty damn awesome.
That was one of my top episodes. Not top, but it was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, I loved it, and especially just some of the creativity, the ideas of bringing a video game character into life and doing it in a way that was just really satisfying for the viewer.
Yeah, it not only had a lot of video game references, but just a lot of Japanese entertainment references.
Yeah.
You know the part where he throws Robbie into the air,
Yeah.
and it shows him from the ground view looking up. That's very much reminds you of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Just like the angle.
When Vegeta throws Nappa into the air before he kills him.
Yeah.
Actually, he does that to a few people.
He does.
I
Yeah.
think he does it to Kui.
It was cool just the arcade showing, a game that was popular when we were younger, DDR.
Old Man McGucket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever play DDR?
No.
I tried, and I just don't have an aptitude for that kind of rhythm and stuff like that.
As a rule, I don't dance. Unless I'm dancing with my kid.
Yeah.
And then I dance like a fool when no one else is around. But my children. So, there's a few references. The obvious ones in Street Fighters.
Yep. Street Fighter
Did
and
you catch who Rumble McSkirmish was based off of?
Ken or Ryu, right?
Yeah, it's kind of both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
What about Dr. Karate?
Bison.
And
I mean,
his hair?
and Bison and who else?
Guile, right?
Oh, I guess it will be Guile too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit.
And I think, was it Honda? E-Honda
E-Honda.
was his move.
Yep.
He constantly did.
He did on the car, and going through a level, destroying a car, it just brings you back to Streets of Rage.
Well, the car thing was in Street Fighter too. The bonus round.
Oh yeah, I
There
guess
are bonus levels in between matches, and you had to destroy a vehicle in so much time.
Okay.
And you earned so many.
You're
points.
definitely right about that. Streets of Rage, which we need to freaking play, it's just like an old school.
Was that the
game.
one where it was just the scrolling game, and you just found all the shit on the streets?
Yeah, you had a Sega Genesis, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually predominantly for Sega Genesis.
I played it.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. Yeah.
The conversation when Seuss was telling Dipper about teenagers. They're bloodthirsty killing machines.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I don't know, dude. He's my cousin Reggie. He got in a fight with a teenager once. And he like broke all of his arms and all his legs, and I don't know, killed him or something. Me and Reggie were just talking about it yesterday.
Yeah. No, Seuss, I always enjoy him because I love him. I love the way he speaks. It's something addicting about.
He's a great character.
He's a great character.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, all the characters, him, Stan, the way they talk. With
Yeah.
Hirsch.
Well, the ending with fucking with Seuss cracked me up. Having a dream, and we had the cool visual.
My friends.
Yep.
One reference that the fans may have already caught, if this is the first time I'd seen it. But in the arcade, which I don't believe you've been introduced to Bill Cipher yet, correct?
No.
Okay. Well, there is an image of Bill Cipher in one of the arcade screens when they first go to the arcade. So if you ain't seen it, but you're a fan, look it up. He don't need to know.
I don't. But I'm sure I'll get to him.
What do you think of Rumble McSkirmish?
No, I love the way that the showrunners brought him to life.
Well, he was voiced by Brian Bloom.
He sounds familiar, but who's that?
He did. I mostly took note of his voice acting in the 2012 Ninja Turtles series, the CG series.
Okay.
He plays, the cartoons that Leonardo watches on television. Mm-hmm. Did you catch
the Star
those?
Trek ones?
Yeah. Well, he plays Captain Ryan, Captain Dash Coolstar, Cyberoid X, and Krognar.
Okay.
Which also all the titular characters in those little series that they watched were voiced by that man. He was also in a lot of video games and a lot of.
Well, he sounds exactly like the menu for Street Fighter.
Well,
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Well, the announcer for Fight Fighters was John DiMaggio.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's a badass.
He is. John DiMaggio.
Marcus Phoenix, I just think, is his most iconic role.
I think it's more along the lines of the Scotsman, which you ain't met yet, in Samurai Jack.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
He's coming.
Okay. Sweetness. Well, have you ever battled a rival for the affection of a woman?
No. I've always kind of felt like if a woman doesn't want anything to do with me, then I don't want to do with them.
No, I hear you.
But I don't know. It's embarrassing.
Well, I
guess I kind of have, to be true, a more recent episode. But that was something that I got myself into that I should never have.
Well, I agree that
it wasn't so much that I was fighting with someone, for someone.
Yeah.
It was just a really fucked up situation that I was mired in, and I was just kind of stuck in it. So.
No, I hear you. And when I was younger, good-looking, nice, popular girl. I think usually me and 20 other guys liked her. Mm-hmm. So I was always trying to, I was always kind of competing with other guys. You know what I mean?
When you were younger, I guess maybe, I don't know. At the same time, I was a little more reserved when I was younger.
Yeah.
Women, so I just kind of...
No, I hear you.
Wasn't very outgoing.
Yeah.
But, Rumble McSkirmish, I asked you about his voice, with Rumble's voice.
Yeah.
The bowl of punch!
Yeah.
Poop and butts!
So, yeah, it sounds exactly. He sounds like a video game.
Yeah. All you can eat!
Yeah.
Actually, he said it like, so you can... But he said, all you can eat!
Yep.
Fuck. Go ahead.
Loved all the Street Fighter references. I love the original Jumpman Donkey Kong reference with, the Jumpman, which is Mario trying to go up the ladders to save the princess and Donkey Kong's on top. That was awesome. There's probably a few others I didn't catch, but...
There were a lot of video game references.
Yeah, that was...
You had, of course, Pac-Man references.
Oh, and Pac-Man.
Donkey Kong. Street Fighters, you mentioned Streets of Rage.
Do you have a phobia? You don't really like sharks. You're afraid of them, but you don't want to be in the ocean with them.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the ocean with a fucking shark, but that's like nobody wants to be in a pond, really. Most people with an alligator.
Yeah.
So, if you get out there around them, I guess there's a lot of people out there that do that shit.
Well, it's funny because they always talk about you having a better chance of getting eaten by a shark, but when you're in the ocean, it dramatically increses the chance of getting shark.
No fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
You're in the ocean.
Like here, if I tell you that, then yeah.
I wonder what the statistics are for alligator attacks.
I don't know what they are either. I know, honestly, shark and alligator attacks by animals are low. Hippos are really high compared to everything else.
Hippos? Yeah, I've heard they're really fucking aggressive. They're fat, aggressive species.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a terrible thing to get eaten, killed by.
Yeah, they're humongous fucking teeth.
Yeah.
And they're just violent as hell.
Yeah.
You see what it is. I don't know, though, because I remember watching this documentary where a guy had an alligator farm where he farmed them out for their hides, for boots, shit like that. Probably where I got mine from.
Okay.
But he fell in while he was feeding them.
Yeah.
And so they're all used to being fed at a certain time and eating a certain way. Well, he fell in, they fucking ate his ass.
Jesus.
So you know how they do the death roll?
Yeah.
They get a hold of something, they start twisting and turning. Imagine dying like that.
That'd be fucking awful.
These fuckers biting all over you all at once and just twisting you to shreds.
I don't want to think
That'd be
about
a fucking bad way to go.
It'd be a fucking bad way to go. God.
I mean, I guess it might be quicker than if Hugh Glass died from his bear attack.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how quick you die from a shark attack. A lot of people survive shark attacks. They get chunks bitten out of them.
Most people survive them, but I think they're still... To me, it don't look like it, but it would take away my advantages of my quickness.
Yeah.
Being in the water...
Yeah,
just like,
you're out of your element.
You know?
You're just trying to... Yeah, and the more you panic...
You can't breathe.
It excites the shark. It's like, oh, we got a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of them, from what I understand, they mistake you for their prey.
Yeah.
For seals, shit like that. So, I mean...
And they're dead eyes, too. Just
like a dog's eye.
Disgusting. Yeah. You afraid of heights?
I mean, I've been up high. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of
really
heights. I don't love them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't go out of my way to be up high.
My friend, he was definitely afraid of heights. Didn't want to ride an airplane. The first time he rode an airplane to Costa Rica, the plane caught on fire. They had to do an emergency landing in a field.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I've been on planes.
Yeah, me too.
Several.
I remember the first one you went on. When you got back, you told me you're never going to go on again.
Yeah, and then I went on one again.
Yeah, but you went from like the Wood County Airport, right?
Mm-hmm. It was a puddle jumper, and that flew to a larger airport where a bigger plane.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Yeah.
So
it just...
It wasn't great. I didn't have a great experience.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still...
What about since then?
Probably like a cat.
Yeah.
Clutching furniture, but...
Yeah, me too. The first time I ever flew, I went to Punta Cana, I think. It was like a 20-hour flight. The first time I ever flew.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Well, the first time I ever flew, I was maybe 10, 11, when I flew to Florida with my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you go there for?
She took me to Disney World.
Did your dad go?
Hell no. Daddy ain't gonna go to Disney World.
I can imagine your ass going to Disney World with your mom.
I was young, but we went down there. We stayed in Fort Wilderness.
I don't remember you ever telling me that.
Caught animals, those little green lizards.
Yeah.
Saw some alligators.
That's pretty cool. Myrtle Beach, you ever been to Alligator Adventure?
No.
It is the best. It is considered the best reptile zoo in the United States.
Oh, okay.
So when you're
Been
there,
actually gone, but I didn't know about it.
yeah, every time I'm there, I love it. When you go, you always get a 2-day pass. I always want to go again.
I always enjoy the.
So you get up close to them. Like Galapagos tortoises, you go inside the enclosure and they come.
You probably don't get up close to the alligators though.
No, but they have a reptile show every hour on the hour, and they have baby reptiles, baby alligators. You go pet them and you can hold them.
Well, that's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. And then they keep them fed so well, they're not aggressive.
That makes sense. They're just fat, lazy alligators.
Yeah, but you're walking on bridges, wooden bridges, and the alligator, the whole thing is on top of an alligator pit, basically.
Yeah.
And there's little parts where here's the Galapagos tortoises, but when you first walk in, you're walking on these wooden bridges, kind of like the Incredible Playground type, with ropes and stuff like that. They're everywhere. You're really close to them, like really close. And they have I don't think it's a Columbus Zoo. I'm pretty sure they have the biggest alligator in captivity in the world there, or at least or the biggest in the U.S. Or it might be the Columbus Zoo, but it's one of those places.
The alligator snapping turtle. I'm pretty sure that's us. That's ours.
Yeah.
The Gila monster.
It's definitely more of a turtle than an alligator.
Well, it is, but my point is just the animal. It's exclusive to the Americas. Mm-hmm. I mean,
pretty cool looking animal too.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Think of a snapping turtle. That's what you want to think of. I mean, snapping turtles we have around here are still cool.
Yeah.
But they ain't as cool as an alligator snapping turtle.
They're fierce animals, but the way they hunt, you know how they hunt?
Yeah, they got that little fucking tongue.
Yeah, they yeah. So they lure people in. I mean, not people. that's more awful.
Chains under there.
Yeah. Well, I was at the Columbus Zoo with Eric and at the time his girlfriend, and I remember these animals from Ranger Rick magazine, and I was really interested in animals growing up, especially turtles, reptiles. And I remember I saw
but he hates snakes.
Yeah, I don't really like snakes at all.
I like them. I just don't see. Like, I almost want to keep one, but you just can't really fucking do anything with them. You can hold some of them, constrictors and things like that. But
yeah.
If I got one, I'd want a fucking viper of some kind.
Yeah.
It just seems like a bad idea.
Probably. It's just like I always watched Animal Planets. I always kind of freak accidents with snakes. There's always snakes killing, children, babies. I just don't want. And having to feed them a rat every couple months just kind of bothers me. Because I would hate to be that rat.
So you'd hate to be that fucking worm you're feeding your turtle, wouldn't you?
I don't think about it as much as I do the rat.
You're just a little slightly more sentient.
It's much, much more sentient. Yeah. Rats can solve problems and everything else. But just
I know rats are intelligent.
The way I don't know, because Josh had a pet snake growing up. Mm-hmm. Jamie and Josh had 1 million animals. So I saw it all the time. And it's always like you hear the bones cracking. Yeah.
Softening up their food.
Yeah. Just like I don't really want a tarantula either.
Tarantulas ain't that appealing. Or scorpions. I don't see.
I think scorpions are cool, but I don't really want one.
I think they're cool.
Yeah.
You would think they're cool.
Yeah.
But
Scorpion King, maybe. The Rock.
I know. But I was think it'd be kind of cool to have a lizard of some kind.
I like lizards quite a bit. I like bearded dragons, like iguanas. I could definitely deal with a lizard. Yeah. So we're there, and I saw an alligator snapping turtle inside the enclosure, the aquatic enclosure, and it's just sitting at the bottom, still as it can be. I was so impressed looking at it. And they were convinced it was a statue. Like, it's a statue, look! It was sitting for 10 minutes, didn't move. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I know it's not a statue, but I know this thing's not going to move until it has to. So I was there longer, and she walked away. And then Eric and I were sitting there a little, and it moved, started walking. And he's like, oh my God! Come back! And she was like, I can't believe it's real! Like, I told you!
We're talking about exhibits and things like that. Have you been to the Ripley's Believe It or Not aquariums?
I think I did. Is there one of those in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah.
And they have one in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, you walk through them and everything.
Yeah, and they have the tunnels.
Yeah, those are awesome. They have a green sea turtle in there, too.
Yeah, and I think the one in Gatlinburg had the world's largest shark exhibit.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So,
yeah.
It was just really cool to see. I think they had tiger sharks in there.
Okay, damn.
So, it's pretty neat.
So, that stuff is awesome. I'm not sure how we quite got on it, but I think we're talking about phobias.
Yeah, I ain't really sure if I have one I can specifically mention. I mean, yeah, I grew up, I watched Jaws way too early.
Yeah.
And wanted nothing to do with
fear
the beach.
got in you.
It did. And then I went to the beach with Eric and his family, and it was the first time I'd ever been there. And Eric and his family were all going in. He's like, come on, Zach. And I stood there on the sand like, nope, not going in.
You guys got sunburned real bad, though. You guys.
Fuck yeah, we did. It was the first or second day we went out there. We were goofing off, catching crabs and shit, and we were out on the golf carts and things like that, and we were sunburned so fucking bad. For the 3 or 4 days later out of that trip, we stayed in the house and just watched television.
Damn.
And if we went out, we took the golf cart so we can have some shade.
Yeah.
So
I didn't go to the beach until beach week. I went with you and Eric. I was like 18 years old.
Yeah.
And when we got there, I don't know if you remember this, we got there, it was an evening. So the sun was setting.
Yeah.
I remember you guys were saying, we'll just go tomorrow, Shane. I'm like, no! And we were going to the hotel, and I took my luggage, I ran to the beach. I went there, I had my shoes on, I was like, this is hard to run. It's fucking weird. You know what I mean? I went out and stood out there, and 15 minutes. It was a beautiful thing.
But I love being at the beach when there aren't any people.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, it's always much, much better.
So that's why I go down to the Outer Banks when I usually go to the beach.
Yeah.
There are significantly less people there.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to Ocracoke Island, which is where Blackbeard
for real?
his cove.
Okay.
That's where he was killed.
Damn.
But
So he wasn't killed by under the...
No, that shit was highly dramatized.
Oh, I know.
He was drunk and having a party.
Okay.
A bunch of guys got there and ambushed him, and they fucking killed his ass. So
sucks.
they did cut his head off from popular legend anyway.
Okay.
But no, that was a really cool aspect. It's just a little small community on that island.
Yeah.
So like 11 miles long, and you go all the way to the end of it to find the community, a little fishing community.
That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Do you know how to play poker?
Yeah.
I shamedly don't really know how to play poker.
So here's the reference to this episode.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about phobias. So you have a phobia of playing poker?
I don't have a phobia of playing it. I used to have a phobia of vomiting in people's cars. Like a real...
You got car sick all the time.
I did, so. But then and then I started really being afraid that I was going to do it. I thought it was kind of an embarrassing thing, you know? So I would have an anxiety, panic attack almost, like the days and nights leading up to thinking about it.
I remember, because you'd be out there in your yard panicking about it, and me and your dad be standing there like, it's all in your head. Zach, tell him it's all in his head. And I'm like, yeah, it's all in your head.
Well, but little do you know that motion sickness is not.
No, but you getting worked up about it.
Me getting worked up about it, for sure. I probably had a large measure of control that I didn't display. And I remember in 8th grade for St. Mary's School, we were going to take a trip to Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. Okay? Well, and then it ended up not being Washington, D.C. anymore, it ended up being Cedar Point, which is much closer. And because all this
Sandusky, ain't it?
9/11 stuff happened, so we're not going there. Okay? I guess we'll go to the amusement park. And then I was for the whole year, I dreaded thinking about it. Dreaded it. And then we went on the bus, the Greyhound bus, and it wasn't that bad.
I went to Cedar Point's in Sandusky, right?
Yeah.
I've been there. It was the wooden one called the Beast.
There's a thing there called the Beast. I don't know.
The other one is the old fucking one that's made of wood. That thing fucking hurt my back so bad.
Oh, yeah?
Every time you come around the corner, it's like... And that fucking thing would shake. That's how it felt on my back every time I went through there. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old or something because this is terrible.
I rode the fastest roller coaster in the world at the time, which was in 1998. It was called the Steel Phantom. It was the very first one I ever rode. I never rode...
The Beast actually might be a different one.
Well, I think there's one there called the Beast.
Well, ain't there one that was supposed to used to
or
be
was that a Kings Island?
The tallest room?
I'm sorry?
Used to be one called it was the tallest or some shit. I can't remember.
I'm not sure. But I just know
I
I
don't
rode
know the names because I ain't a big amusement park guy. But
yeah, I went there and I never rode a roller coaster again after that. Not a serious one. No. I actually went in that one with Bryant. We went to one there. It was an indoor one. It was a dark and it was like flashing lights and shit. And it was fucking awesome. And then the guy showed me after I got out. He said, "This is what you were on." And he showed me. It looked like a fucking roller coaster. It's because it's in the dark.
I couldn't see it. Yeah.
I couldn't see. It didn't fuck with me.
Yeah,
and then I went on this thing called the Jackrabbit. It was for kids. I went with my teacher, Miss Dunaway. She took me on. It was me and her. I was like riding with her. It was so funny, dude. It was pathetic. I'm not good at that shit at all, man. It's not really my thing.
I've been on. I'll sit there and tell myself I ain't gonna go on that, and then I'll get on it and have fun. I ain't doing it again.
I want to have fun. I just get sick. Like I mean, I haven't done it in 20 years, but I'm not gonna ever feel that way again.
Well, there's one that's
again.
I can't remember what the fucking thing's called. If it's called, I really don't remember. But basically, you're on a drag. It might be just be called drag strip.
Yeah.
But you're on something that looks like a drag strip race or a drag car.
Yeah.
Drag race car, and there's a light there, kind of like when guys drag race. You have the traffic light. Yeah. And you fucking take off, and it shoots you straight up in the air, and you corkscrew around at the top, and shoots straight back down.
I think
it all happens in a matter of seconds.
I think that would be it for me for the day.
Because you be saying something, and you go, fuck! And then you just take off, and you're gone.
The problem is, for me, is that I hate things like I can't get off. I had no control. Like I can't get off.
You hate it when you can't get off, huh?
I don't have it very often.
That can be pretty disappointing.
Let's not drink too much.
I've been there.
So. I'm talking about like a ride that you can't step off of.
I've been there too.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, like
a ride you can't get off of.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing.
You can't get off.
It's a terrible thing. Okay, next subject. I don't got too much else to say. Don't know how to play poker. Scared to death roller coasters. I mean, not to death. I don't want to relive what I went through.
Well, yeah, it's fair to say that not many people want to be in the water with a shark. And some people that do, you know, I mean, I don't know what the chances are, 50-50, you get around them. There's divers that do this shit all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you trained to like a 7-day course, some guy
knew how to act. And
yeah, would you do it?
I probably would, but I
think I would too.
And I don't know. I can see myself.
But you can't really
I can see myself alligator hunting in the fucking swamps before I see myself
Duck Dynasty.
Well, that's more like what, swamp people?
Yeah, I guess like swamp people. Yeah. Yeah.
Who damn get out of there, boy?
Home, or will you make it?
Shoot him!
Home, or will you make it?
Home, will you make it?
Yeah.
Got to see Homo was naked, man. That's no, home, will you make it?
Joe Dirt, folks, check it out.
Goddamn, boy.
Goddamn, boy.
Everybody know that.
I don't got too much else to say. Loving this show. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that covers it. So, thank you all for tuning in. I think he was going to try to take it, but I took it from him. But regardless, you like us, like and subscribe. And if you don't, you won't. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well,
goodbye 5 seconds from now.
Pretty much. We'll just sit here in silence awkwardly.